All right, I'm right back. So I do want to explain. Some people will say that, oh, he was either a snitch, an undercover, a narc, working with the police. I never worked for the police. I did have contacts at the highest level, and that's no bullshit. And I really got to show my stuff. And I know this is really stupid. I shouldn't have done that. I was young, but I did sometimes say, hey, I need you guys to lock this down for the day. And they would lock it down when I told them to do that. Okay. When it came to jail, the first time I was in the police station, I told them, dude, I need you guys to come as soon as you can early in the morning to get us. I said it in front of everybody, and they came. This jealous piece of shit who was probably undercover a narc saw me in the cell the next morning and said, he's implying that I'm a baby. And he said that, first he said women shouldn't have power. And he says I'm giving power to a baby. He was talking about me, okay? Because he was there in the cell next to me. He was talking about me. Now, having power, whatever. So that, like, dude, I was never working under police in any fucking form, okay? And now I curse, so this video is not going to be for children. It shouldn't be. I did have contacts at the highest level, which were active, okay? The problem was that they didn't want to prove it because they didn't want to fuck themselves over. They didn't want to give themselves up. And they were worried that all these jealous motherfuckers in the white community would fucking come after them because of them having contacts with me, and that would fuck them up. So they kept in the shadows, just like I kept in the shadow. Maybe that's who we were, shadows. They did not talk about it to anybody. And they tried to find out desperately. It started coming up with things that, oh, I had sex with a lot of undercover police women, and that's how I got my power. All these rumors were going around, and there was a lot of bullshit going on. So anyway, there was a lot of activity going on, okay? What I'm trying to get to the point, really, and I'll get to the point is that I wasn't in the position of working under anybody to say, hey, can you, I got information for you, I got this for you, can you do this for me, can you do that for me? It wasn't that kind of thing. I told them what to do, and they did it, okay? After maybe 6 to 9 months, they didn't want to do it anymore, okay? And there were times where they even gave in here and there, but they didn't want to do it anymore. They hated my fucking guts too. All of them. Whether they were Chinese, white, or brown, whatever the hell they were, black, whatever they were, they fucking hated my guts in the police force. They fucking hated the shit out of me. Okay, they fucking hated me. All right, the police force has any kind of white organization. It has a lot of jealousy in there. Okay, so there's jealousy going towards whites. Okay, so imagine the kind of jealousy going on me. All right. They thought I was Arab, by the way. And they thought I was most likely Saudi. That's what they suspected. They thought that I was a Saudi. They thought I was a Saudi that hiked a trip with another family to come to Canada. That's what they thought. When I was very young, I was flying to America, and the fucking immigration stopped me, and they kept trying to get information out of me. They kept saying that, are you an American? Do you have an American citizenship? Blah, blah, blah. And they were always fucking with me. I traveled on my own when I was 12 years old to America. Okay. Can you believe that? Believe it. At the same time, I had a special ticket at that time, which had a air host escort me from the moment I from the moment I gave my ticket to immigration to luggage everything, take me onto the plane. At that time I was considered a child. I was a child age. Take me off the airport to wherever I gotta go. They did the whole. All right. Anyways, they gave me a lot of shit when I was at 19 and trying to cross it with a lot of questions like, are you an American citizen? Do you have an American passport? Do you have a social security number? What is your business? Blah, 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 blah. They almost kept me from going on there. And it wasn't because of Islamic religion, because I had been to States. I've seen them random bag search Middle Eastern people or Muslim people in general. I've seen them do that to them, Persian, whatever they are. I've seen that happen and I'm talking about like right after September 11th, around that time. It was happening a lot. They never used to bother me. They thought I was a cholo. I had an LA Lakers t-shirt on. Usually I had I had athletic shorts on. I had my hair in a certain way. I looked like a cholo. They thought I was a cholo. They didn't really give a fuck because cholos don't really commit crimes in airports. So they thought I was just a cholo. I was going to LA. They saw that on the ticket. I was coming back from LA. and they thought I was a cholo. They didn't fuck with me in any way, because cholos are not really threatening in that area. I mean, now if I was on the street and the cops did something, that'd be different. But when, that's what they thought. And not only did they think I was a cholo, they thought I was maybe like a cholo from the East LA suburb area. Okay, so I didn't get fucked with at all. All right. Anyways, going forward, yeah, I knew it was real from them. I knew that I knew that I was getting pulled in the police, but I didn't know it for sure until that when I was in the cell and I asked them to come early, or I told them to come early, and they did, and they made a big deal about it. And by the way, when I got in there, all the officers were joking about scenes from Snatch with the dialogues, the Desert Eagle. You know what I'm talking about if you know the movie Desert Eagle replica. But they were joking about that shit, right? And and that's fine. Yeah, I'm not an idiot, right? Okay, so going forward, I did have contacts in there, and it was to the point where I could go places. And now I've always, when I was 19, I went to the club. My boxing coach was working as a promoter, security or something. He gave me drink ticket. I got treated really good at the bar and all that shit, right? But now I went to, I was getting treated like really special and stuff like that at the bars and things like that. But it was a conditional special. It was, dude, we gotta figure a way to get this guy the fuck out of our community, the fuck out of our police. We gotta get him the fuck out of everywhere. Not like, but we just gotta get him, have him hang out with fucking cholos or something here and fuck off with him and fuck off with his influence in our fucking community. Okay, that was the deal. And they were working hard for that while promising me, oh, you'll get off really fast. Oh, don't worry, blah, blah, blah. And they were lying to me, trying to fuck me over in every single way. Okay. I'm not going to even, there's more things that people know, like in the courthouse and stuff, that I'm not going to talk about. Okay. And I'm not even going to get into that. Right. Now, I have established that. I told them to do something for them to do it. It wasn't asking them to do it, and I work with them. There's a lot of jealousy, dude. If I was to even become a supervising constable, or even if I was to become a detective, do you know how badly they would be fucking with me if I became detective? They would really be fucking with me if I became a detective. They would hate the fuck out of me, all right? They would try to get rid of me at every fucking chance. But that's my story. Eventually, I got the fuck out of there. I got the fuck out of there, and I broke off with all my fucking contacts in there because I didn't want them fucking me over. And there was a lot of moral grounds that I have that I don't share with the police. I don't share their idea of how they treat women, for example. It was really hard for me to say that I can't say this woman is my partner or something and then disrespect her behind her back at the same time. And not give a fuck about her and treat her like a prostitute. I can't fucking do that. And there's a lot of things that I can't do that started separating me from them. And rather than them strip me, I got myself rid of them. And obviously they said that they finally accomplished getting me out of there. I got myself out of there. I didn't want to fuck with these motherfuckers at all. At fucking all. I did not want to fuck with them. As of today, I do have contacts again. I have contacts again. I have different contacts though that are not shadows. I do have contacts, but they kind of indirectly work with the organization or whatnot. But that's because I got a shitload of fucking contacts right now. Now, either I'm bullshitting or I'm telling, pick one. Either I'm bullshitting because I want YouTube and the world to think that I'm hot shit so that I can better my ego and feed my ego. Either it's that, right? Either I'm bullshitting because there's a lot of bullshitters out there. You know that. Either I'm bullshitting or I'm actually telling the truth. But I do have contacts now, again. But this time, I don't have contacts in one organization and I'm stuck there. I got contacts all over the fucking place. Which gives me a lot of flexibility, a lot of ability, a lot of flexibility, right? If one person gives up on me, I still got another person to go. You know what I mean? If 10 people give up on me, I got another. If one organization says, fuck you, I got another organization there, okay? That's what it's about. Now, I should be wrapping this up. I'm glad I did it this long. Yes, sir. Yes, I was signed up to a general police email that would send me an email every few days to let me know what was going on, who was getting arrested, but I signed up as a public member before I robbed that bank, and I was keeping track of who was robbing Money Mart, who was robbing this, Who was robbing that? I gave myself two choices before I did the robbery. Either I'm gonna do a grocery store, or I'm gonna do a bank. Which one do you think I went with? Either I do the grocery store at night, or I do the bank in the morning. Or the afternoon, or whatever it is. I went with the bank. Okay? That's all been said though. To wrap this up, I will tell you, I will never work for the police force. I will never work for any police force. I'm not saying I wouldn't indirectly work with government, politics, military, education, all these factors. I'm not saying that I will, even not for profits and charities. I would definitely work with them. I do not want to work with the police. I'm happy to have, if I do have a little, if I do have a little bit of support from the police, I don't mind having support from the police. I don't mind having contacts in the police, but I will never work under them. I never have worked under them. And to be honest, I do not want to work with them. I don't care where I go. I don't want to work with the police directly. Indirectly, having a contact, going to dinner, chatting it up, having a call every now and then is fine. Number two, I do not want to have sex with female police officers. All right? I will tell you that much. Now that's the deal, and I'm gonna wrap it up again with the self-reflection and just tell you, I never fucked up, man. Listen, you can make an error in your life, and it's out of your heart was in the right place, you're being genuine, it's obvious, but maybe you were not smart enough at the time, or you were not strong enough, or you didn't have everything built up enough to give yourself that opportunity. That's understood. Mistakes happen. When you maliciously fuck up, that's a different situation. Maybe I maliciously fucked up sometime. I don't believe I did. I don't believe I ever maliciously fucked up. You know, I don't care if people said I was a pussy to start off with, or I was a pussy, or I'm a pussy now. There might be police officers calling me a pussy every day in their fucking police station. I don't give a fuck. They can call me a pussy, but I only do things when I really feel like I'm in the right, and I really feel like it's the right time and the right thing to do. If it's slapping a guy just for the hell of it, because he's cussed at me, I may not do it right then. You know, and everyone might call me a pussy. I don't care. I'm not doing stupid shit for anybody. Okay, I'm gonna do shit that I need to do, that's important. Yeah, that's a different situation. That's a different, I gotta follow my values, but I'm not gonna be the community hero, the community Batman, the community bad boy, or whatever the fuck that is. I'm not gonna do that, and you're not gonna use me. And finally, I will wrap it up and say that I went higher than that elite security level, elite security force level. I went higher than that. That was all, I went higher than that later too. And I didn't need to be with them. And I was glad to leave them because they caused me a lot of bad feelings. I had a lot of bad feelings because I can't treat women a certain way, and I can't snitch on people, and I can't try to get my partner fired or a guy fired on the police force. I can't do stuff like that. I can't favorite pieces of shit just because their dads are really rich. You know what I mean? There's a lot of things in my value system that I cannot match up with them. I will never work with them, right? I don't mind if I have a couple of contacts in there that are genuine. It helps me out, and it keeps me from being in a position where I'm fucked up. I don't even want to be viewed as an officer because they're seen as pigs. And I do believe that's accurate. I do not want to be seen as a pig. I'm gonna finish this up because I don't need to say more. If you're understanding and you're relating, even if you're not, if you're understanding, there's enough said, and I'm gonna post this.